Good morning, brethren. I want to share a quick little breakdown of how we ought to interact with our emotions. Oftentimes, we lean on two ends. Emotions are bad, don't do that. They're cold, calculated. Or emotions are everything, and they control us and their passions. And so I wanted to just talk about a particular verse that helps us kind of to settle down and control where the emotions ought to be. And so that verse is 1 Peter 1, 13 through 16. And it goes like follows. Preparing your mind for action and being sober-minded, set your hope fully on the grace that will be brought to you at the revelation of Jesus Christ. As obedient children, do not be conformed to the passions of your former ignorance, but as he who called you is holy, you also be holy in all your conduct, since it is written, you shall be holy, for I am holy. So there are three phrases I want you to think about in that, or focus on. 1, preparing your minds for action. 2, being sober-minded. And 3, setting your hope fully on the grace that will be brought to you. So, the first phrase, preparing your minds for action, it's be on guard, be ready, be diligent. Oftentimes, emotions come at us when our guards are down, when we're not expecting things to happen a certain way. We've talked about this before, but remember that we are soldiers in the Lord's army, and we are in war. And so the effectiveness of a soldier is their ability to always be ready, because during wartime, there is no downtime. And when it comes to our spiritual battle, that's exactly the same how we need to think. And remember, our greatest enemy that is always with us and never rests is our flesh, the old man or the old woman. And so that's the first step. Oftentimes we fall because we often don't have our guards up. We aren't ready. We don't wake up thinking, I'm about to go through a battle today. My flesh wants me to dishonor the world, and the flesh wants me to dishonor the Lord. But I, by the Spirit, for the glory of God and my good, will seek to honor him. I will take every thought captive, and I will renew my mind. The second one, being sober-minded, right? So being sober-minded is the opposite of drunkenness, right? So be alert. Once again, another idea. Be alert, be quick, be ready. Same idea. And the final one is set your hope fully on the grace that will be brought to you. This life is a race, but we know the finish line and we know we're going to get there. It is so important to be able to see what that finish line is and to set our eyes on it, because it will dictate or guide where we walk. I don't know if any of you guys have played any sports where you have to throw a ball or hit something with a racket or like a bat. They always recommend, like, one of your lead foot is to point into the direction that you want to throw or to hit. And so having that direction allows to guide the entire body in that direction, allowing you to hit the projectile in that direction. It's the same way with our life. Are you set in your heart and your mind to go to that finish line? We've been talking about that we want to do well here for the rewards that come in eternity. We don't want to do well here primarily so that we just get stuff here. Remember, this life, this home is not your permanent home. You're a pilgrim, and you are going and you are seeking for the home beyond, the home in the celestial city, as Pilgrim Progress would put it. So, preparing your mind for action. What does the Bible say about your emotions? Have you looked it up? Are you memorizing and meditating on these things? Are you preparing via prayer? Right? Be sober-minded. This is battle. Be ready. Be quick. Don't get lax in your day-to-day walk. Your emotions are a great gift of the Lord, but your flesh seeks to distort them all the time. And then where should your hope be and your trust? Fully on the grace that was brought to you. We can do this only because of Christ. We are safe and secure in Christ, and he will take us to the end. So I hope this helps. God bless.